Hey Math Marvels, it's me, Sarah, and I'm here to give a tip to moms and dads to help their kids prepare for next week's state math exam in middle school and elementary school. So I'm going to share screen. Let me give you a tip. If you go onto Google and you type New York State release state questions, you're going to get a link to the New York State Education Department's website, and it has released state math questions for 3rd through 8th grade. Hit this and click on, I would say 2022, because that was the first year a new test designer created the exams. And here, you're going to find all the tests from grades 3rd through 8th for every single year until 2023 when it turned to Common Core. But use this one, use 2022. Click on and you'll see two options. Scoring materials, not as important. Go to release questions. And this is a copy, if you scroll down, let me make this a little smaller, of the exam that was actually given to kids last year. There were 2 days for the exam, session 1 and session 2. Now notice it says released questions. This means that some questions have been taken out from this test. So I'm scrolling in and you can see they start to give the exact same test, same paper, everything that you saw in last year's exam. It looks just like this. Questions 3, 4, 5, up, and you can see it jumps all the way to 11. So it's skipping some of the questions from 6 to 11. That's going to happen in the exam. But this is a really great place for you to start if you want to give your kids another final review. You can have them sit and take this exam. What I often do is I hit print and save it as a PDF on a computer or even on an iPad, and using GoodNotes or some type of app where I can write, you can have them work directly on it and just work through the problems and leave it there. That way you can save on paper. Now, the other thing that you can do is, once you're done, you can scroll all the way to the bottom and you get the scoring guide. This tells you the type of question, what percentage of kids got it right in all of New York State in that same grade, got that question right, and what standard. That's super helpful because this will help you think about what do you need to study. Not so much the standard, but definitely the cluster. Like check and see, is it RP, is it EE? Where does my kid need to practice and study? And this is what I'm going to do for you, Math Marbles. Tomorrow on YouTube, I'll upload the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade test, and I will go through it and go through the exam, do some different strategies, show how I get my answers. And yes, there are many multiple ways to do it, but I'll show my thinking. So if your kid is struggling on any question, simply forward to that question and get an idea of the explanation and just see how your kids are doing and how we can help. If you have additional questions, add them to the chat, add them to the bottom. Questions, thoughts, new strategies, whatever you want to add. I'm here to help, okay? The other thing I want to give you, my second tip. If you go to the educator guide, I also use this to get an idea of how many types of questions are given on the exam itself. So I'm also going to have this in the video so you can get an idea of where your focus should be. And like for 6th grade, the biggest chunk is algebra. So if your kid is really struggling in algebra, I would focus in on that, where they're struggling. You can also see there are no stats problems. So that's the stuff I wouldn't study. So that's my tip for you guys. Go get the practice tests. Try them out, have your kids take their time. It is on time, and I will release those questions starting tomorrow for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I hope this helps everyone. Take care. Bye.